Breaking news now. A former chancellor of Germany says he helped mediate a 2022 conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Former German Social Democratic Chancellor Gerhard Schröder, who is known for his friendship with Russian President Vladimir Putin, has claimed that the United States allegedly disrupted peace talks between Ukraine and Russia at the start of the full-scale invasion, and that Kyiv invited him to mediate. According to an extensive interview Schröder gave to the left-leaning Berliner Zeitung, "I was asked to act as a mediator between Russia and Ukraine in 2022, and I said I would." The ex-German chancellor said, "The question was whether I would be able to convey a message to Putin." The ex-chancellor went into detail about the 5 pillars of the purported peace plan, at the time, including Ukraine's rejection of NATO membership, 2 official languages in Ukraine, autonomy for the Donbass, security guarantees for Ukraine, and talks about the status of Crimea. "The Americans are the only ones who can stop the fighting in Ukraine. Ukrainians were not allowed to agree to peace during the March 2022 peace talks in Istanbul with Rustem Umerov, current Ukraine's defense minister, ed. Schröder said that before they could talk to each other, they had to coordinate with the Americans." The ex-chancellor continued by saying he had a tête-à-tête with Putin, and had spoken with Umerov, but he did not say when, where, or in what capacity these conversations took place. But in the end, nothing changed. Everything, it seems, was decided in Washington, so nothing could happen. It ended in death. Because now, according to Schröder, who is on good terms with Putin, the result is that Russia will be more closely tied to China, which the West should not want. The ex-chancellor stated that Western Europe is not in danger, because Russia cannot defeat NATO, in response to a question about the credibility of any agreements with Russia, which has grossly violated international law and attacked Ukraine despite its own promises. Russia's widespread belief that Western powers aim to further NATO expansion into the post-Soviet area persists regardless of who is in power. Ukraine and Georgia as key phrases. Those in charge in Russia won't stand by and watch this happen. This assessment of the threat may be subjective, but it is not imaginary for Russia. Schröder warned that if the West didn't recognize the reality of the situation and make concessions, peace would be impossible to achieve. The Social Democratic Party in Germany has been vocal in its disapproval of Gerhard Schröder's association with Russian President Vladimir Putin and his work on behalf of Russian energy companies. Schröder has not, however, resigned from the SPD. The former German leader criticized the invasion as unjustified last year, but did not single out Putin for criticism. This stance was roundly criticized by Germans of all political stripes. Get behind up or sign up as a patron today.